Let's start with the small yet fascinating country of Brunei Darussalam, a tiny nation situated on the northern coast of the island of Borneo in Southeast Asia. Even though it occupies only about 5,765 square kilometers and, as of 2020, had a population of roughly 465,000 people, which is smaller than some neighborhoods in a big global city, Brunei has consistently punched above its weight in terms of wealth and development. In fact, it's often cited as one of the most prosperous countries in Southeast Asia and the world at large. Despite its small size, Brunei has one of the highest Human Development Index (HDI) rankings in the region, second only to Singapore. This impressive measure means that people in Brunei tend to enjoy a high quality of life, with access to good healthcare, education, and general well-being. In fact, Brunei is classified as a developed country, a status that few nations in the region can claim. Moreover, the country stands out as having one of the lowest corruption rates in Southeast Asia, again, second only to Singapore. With Forbes ranking the Sultanate among the top 5 wealthiest nations globally, it's clear that Brunei's substantial reserves of oil and natural gas have played a vital role in its economic success. Think about it this way: in Brunei, there's roughly one car for every 1.5 people. That's a sign that the standard of living and personal income levels are exceptionally high. The government doesn't impose personal income tax or even a value-added tax on goods and services, making life financially easier for its citizens. On top of that, health care is provided for free to all, and immunization rates surpass even the World Health Organization's targets. This, coupled with a stable and secure environment, free education, and generous subsidies, help ensure a lifespan averaging around 75 years. Still, the flip side of prosperity can lead to certain health challenges. Brunei faces some of the highest obesity rates in ASEAN, with about 30% of school children categorized as obese. This is a modern health dilemma that arises when abundance and ease of life meet sedentary lifestyles and rich diets. Another key attribute of Brunei is its staunch adherence to Islamic teachings in governance and society. Since 2014, the country has gradually implemented Sharia law, leading to strict punishments for certain crimes like theft, adultery, and same-sex relations. The ruling structure of Brunei is an absolute monarchy. The Sultan is both head of state and head of government, simultaneously holding the positions of Prime Minister, Defense Minister, Foreign Minister, and Finance Minister. He lives in a lavish palace, Istana Nurul Iman, the largest residential palace in the world. This absolute monarchy differs significantly from more common forms of government around the world, and even though Brunei does have a parliament, elections have not been held for decades. The Sultan's palace, which cost billions to build, hosts a staggering number of rooms, bathrooms, a mosque, stables, garages, banquet halls, and indoor pools. Historically, Brunei was a British protectorate until it gained full independence in 1984. Since then, oil and gas, accounting for about 90% of its economic output, have fueled the nation's prosperity. The main oil fields, including the Syria field, have been sources of wealth for decades. However, studies suggest that Brunei's oil reserves may be depleted within a couple of decades, pushing the country to consider economic diversification strategies to maintain its impressive standard of living.